Okay, and we are back. Apologies for that. We're just getting the chat fixed and the stuff fixed for you there, just during the warm-up. But all you missed there was the warm-up. They played Polygon. And
Polygon was...
actually, which is interesting, on that map. Yep.
It was one of the songs for last year's final map pool. And speaking of final map pools, we do have the map pool showcase later on today after the Canada and Great Britain's match. So be sure to tune in for that if you're curious about what kind of maps the players are going to be playing next weekend. And unlike previous years, we will once again remind everyone that we have a Grand Finals map pool this year. So there's a weekend after that which the two grand finalists will play, and that's going to be a whole different map pool. So they aren't going to be bored out of their minds playing the same map pool twice for 2 weekends. I mean, can you even imagine that, Doomsday? Like, how boring is that?
Well, make me play the same map pool 3 times. Well, who does that? Actually, to be fair, actually, I wonder how ridiculous the map pools can go, considering there's 2 more pools to go. Well, anyways, they're going through the picks and bans real quick. The rolls came through. Russia won the roll, so Taiwan bans first. Top roll of 20, by the way. Channeling the UK rolls there.
And it seems like we have the bans coming in for Story, the AR 10.3 DT, and also Sting, the spicy AR 8.
I'm sad.
Ah, I know, right?
Yeah.
UK, please don't ban please don't ban Ding.
God, just don't ban Ding.
Yeah.
Although I don't think actually Russia would be too favoured if Ding was to be played.
That's
Taiwan
true.
really don't want to play that clearly.
And starting off this, we have a spicy song from Musao, Boss Rush. This is a great map and a great starter, I should say, a great opener. It does get that sort of, I guess, a heroic, epic sort of steam going, and I think it's gonna be a pretty good, good first map for this match.
Yeah, starting out with a no mod. It's not really a safe pick though. This map's quite hard to be consistent on because of its weird kickstarter patterns and such. It's quite a nasty one, but I guess relatively it is no mod, and that's always a safe base for start.
Yeah. Hold on here, picking this one definitely has a plan in his mind, or with how his team wants to play this.
Yeah, I think it's actually a decent pick against Taiwan simply because the stats don't lie. They've actually lost more no mods than they've won Taiwan. They've won 8, lost 9. So
yeah, the win rate doesn't favor Taiwan, but then again, comes down to the on-day performance off. Right now, I believe Taiwan is about 8:13, 8:14ish p.m. at night. So Taiwan enjoys a fairly convenient time, I should say, for their performance. You're not really, you're not like food coma from your dinner yet, and you're not really like yet tired to go to bed just yet.
yeah,
So
it's just right.
Yeah, just right.
Nice and comfy.
Yeah, not sure what Russia is playing on right now. Russia plays on a bigger time zone difference.
Yeah,
that's a big country.
It's like, I think for most it'd be about maybe 3 p.m, 4 p.m, so it's pretty comfortable for them too.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, 3 p.m. you can actually get some like afternoon rest in before you have to clock in for the match.
Yeah, you have a nice lie-in on a Sunday. It's always lovely. Always nice. Of course, this is a losers bracket matchup, so one of these 2 teams are eliminated at the end of this match.
Already we're seeing breaks coming in from left and right. Actually, all of Taiwanese players have broken. That means Russia will have an early lead thanks to Red Pixel's 1 full combo remaining. This is only the beginning, what's going on?
It's a hard map. I mean, first map, yeah, it's relatively safe, but not an easy one to combo. But of course, Red Pixel, he knows what he's doing. He's been around the block a few times here.
The Taiwanese players are recovering, however. Kitsang O's, the one who dropped earliest on the Russian side, is now also recovering. Fall on right behind him. Everyone is trying to regain combo, but Zane there missing. That's going to give Russia a bigger lead to take home.
Combo advantage isn't massive though in favor of Russia here. It's all on Red Pixel, but he does whiff a cut stream.
That could be big. A chance for Taiwanese comeback. But then again, every player has to hold. This kick slider section is really punishing if you just miss aim ever so slightest.
Yeah, Taiwan are reeling them in.
Yeah, Kitsang O's or other, I think it was Alumetry. Like he is really trying to keep up with his team right now, but those breaks just now aren't gonna help. Folong is the only one
That's
holding
definitely not gonna
with
help.
Aiden. Yeah.
Taiwan are reeling him in.
The lead is quickly shrinking. Will there be enough time? Or any one drop? Oh!
And they do. Just
They do
about.
return. 22,000. Wow. That was a lot closer than I had thought, Doomsday. That was very unexpected opening.
Yeah, it was a really strong start from Russia, especially with Red Pixel's combo through that first hard section, but Taiwan held on with 3 high combos through the second hard section. And that was the difference, really.
They did not give up just because they had all the combos gone out before Russia's did, and they held on to the momentum and pressed onto it to recover. And the result was exactly what you saw stream right now on the stream here. And that was a Taiwan clutching this by mere 22,000. That was impressive.
That's nutty. It was all Russia until then. Until that Red Pixel break.
But Red Pixel certainly did his team a huge favor, keeping them in the lead and afloat for the longest time.
Next pick is going to be Taiwan's as well, so a bonus starting out with a breakpoint right off the bat. So what did Taiwan do? Of course, they have the entire board open.
Yeah.
Pretty much, apart from 10.3. The only real gimmick that isn't available to them is 10.3, with that being banned by them. Of course, you wouldn't want to play 10.3 against Russia. Not a wise decision against that team, so good ban for them.
Yeah, Taiwan can honestly pick whatever they want, given that their roster is pretty well-rounded. Although I will say that they have very apparent weaknesses, but they are not the ones that Russia can just go in and say, what, we'll capitalize on this right away, because Russia will need to find some way around that and attack Taiwan from the flank. Right now, Taiwan has the chance to see what they can perform on the condition of the day, and they're picking the hidden map mapped by Suzuki. Oh, the second hidden map, Ukiyo-e. It took me a second to reflect what he meant by that. Flask, you could have just said HD2. Why did you have to do this?
It's like a riddle.
Yeah.
Making you think, getting your noggin jogging. Love this map though. This map is one of my favourite maps in the pool.
Yeah, this is a very spicy song, and the map itself is just roller coaster ride from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
it can be interesting to see how Taiwan works. Yeah. Taiwan is fairly, I guess, lenient towards the gimmicky reading style of the map, the tag maps, for lack of better terms, the community would call them. Russia, not saying that they are like behind comparatively, but they certainly have to climb a few extra steps along the way to catch up with Taiwan.
I think this map is definitely solo carryable. I think it's a very tricky rhythmic map. If you're not comfortable on hidden, this map will absolutely decimate you. But if you have some proficiency with it, you can get by. This map's full of tricky rhythms, lots of 1/3 streams and changing spacing in streams.
Yeah, Tala coming in here is very expected of him. I was gonna say that they're gonna need someone to counteract Flask on the other side, who's definitely gonna get a very high combo on this.
Yeah, good job bringing Talalar in. He's a good sort of just mainstay of the Russian team. You can put him in on the majority of maps and he'll be a decent addition. For sure.
Alright, Ukiyo-e Yokocho, the hidden pick, let's go.
Just over 2 minutes, fairly short in length. But it doesn't really let up this. No real breakpoint in this once it gets going.
Yeah, the 1/6 streams, everyone finishing that just fine. We do have a breaks coming in early from Alumetri and Dazzle Wind. Actually coming in just from Boss Rush just now, the players are handling this quite okay. They're adjusting fairly well to it. Again, the style is kind of similar between the two maps. really stretch that. But then again, Shina Noriko on the Taiwanese side just broke. That's gonna give Russia a lead for now, which they could be forfeiting because Okinotori has missed. Then again, this is only the beginning section of the map. We haven't gotten to the tutorial section yet, the spicier, more techy section. This part is a little more space, as you can see from that stream just now. It's going to retest the players to see if they can follow up with the streams and to make sure they don't misclick in between those giant spaces.
Yeah, the next bit with a lot of the 1/3 is coming up just about now. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that has claimed 3 Taiwanese players just by that one little section. Oh, it's not going to be good. But then again, the Russian players have also been tripping up on that part. But they have a very comfortable of 200,000 plus lead, and with GF MRT having missed as well, there's no more full combos or high combos on Taiwanese side.
Yeah, Okinotori and Aiden got that 1/3 section really well.
And there it goes.
Oh, Aiden's still going though.
Aiden's still going.
They're still safe.
They're still safe. Yeah, so Aiden definitely, like we said, the one-man carry here is really showing up here. He has a chance to grow at least 100 more thousand points if he carries everything by throughout to the end, which he does not. Yeah, but then again, I think the damage has already been done. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so that's going to be...
I'd say that was close enough. That was a really good run there from Aiden. It's just an unfortunate break. He couldn't lock out the S, but very good stuff there from Aiden.
Not so much an S game, but an A game for sure for the Russian players, and the much needed breakpoint for them as well.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. Man. So Doomsday, Russia has just won the Taiwanese pick. What do you think Russia will come back for their second pick here? They just regained their momentum they had lost for the first map. Do you think they would have gone with something different as a second opener of the match?
It might be wise to mix it up. I mean, they were opened up by taking breakpoints. They might need to settle down a bit and try and get back on winning their own picks. I mean, they're always a good DT team, but the 2 DT maps remaining, I don't think are going to be too favoured for Russia. Although maybe True Theory of Inheritance as an early pick might be good when Taiwan is still getting their foot in, because Russia should be good at that off the bat. Might be a good pick.
That's a very fast map also, and the Mirage Coordinator, the other DT map, is also not an easy cookie to bite on. It's a very long, so straining on your stamina. Do you want to blow out your stamina only the third map into the match, or potentially a long-winded battle? I don't really think so.
Let's see what they're thinking. Of course, pretty much everything is open to them. All of Hard Rock is open, but Taiwan are pretty decent on Hard Rock historically. Free mods also open, and plenty of no mod.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually surprised to see that we already have only one hidden pick. That's Rocket, which is also a very cool map by itself. I do see that Taiwanese players coming back to the hidden section to try to take another shot at it, but maybe not right now.
Yeah, maybe a bit later. Rocket is one of the more standard maps. I can see both teams maybe picking into that. Next pick is going to be the Jumpy no mod pick. So Torin. All aim this, well I say all aim, it's got a lot of streams in it as well, but big jump spikes are where the real tough parts of this are, apart from one stream right at the end. It's like a really long one 2/3 in.
Yeah. The map kind of speaks a different aspect of the World Cup in that it means it's a theory of internal struggles. That's the name of the map, the song. And the players will really have to compete internally for this. This is, like we said, a jump pick, which means it tests your consistency on no mod. And that means nerfs are going to be the biggest speaking factor for this. Do you think nerfs are going to be a thing to make the players break Doomsday?
Yeah, this is definitely one where the nerves come out, because I'd say the tough parts of this don't come in until 2/3 in, and it's quite a long one relatively.
Yeah.
Up until then, it's just about keeping your nerve at this level. It's about keeping your nerve, and then at the end is where the mechanics come in with the big stream and then those big jumps at the end.
It's also mapped by Lasse, or Lass. I'm not really quite sure how to pronounce his name. But yeah, so Lasse maps are notoriously known for their PP potential, which is to say that they are very jumpy or having difficulty spikes. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's rare. There's quite a few. I always pronounce his name Lass, but I honestly, I actually don't know. That's just my guess. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is there accent on the yi? Like what do you go with here? I suppose I have to clarify with him eventually.
Yeah, you have to hit us up.
Uh-huh. Alright, so here we go into the third map. Jinso Shintolun. Yeah, Riser actually coming in to replace Flask. Glad to note that.
See how this one goes. I believe, yeah, Taiwan played this in their previous match. Actually, the other team, Hong Kong, Saku had an FC, and that FC would have actually been Saku's top performance had it been scored v1. I remember hearing that. Because he actually FC'd the map in that match.
Yeah, everyone can attest that for sure OWC is the best place to farm PP. It's been proven clinically.
Yep.
Yeah, early lead commented by Russian players. We have a slight lead by accuracy alone, but we haven't hit the chorus yet. That's where the first break section is likely to occur. And with that, Shield is the first one to bite the dust. He has lost his combo and given Russia time to expand the lead. But still, the Russian players will have to keep that by maintaining their combos. Otherwise, the Taiwanese players won't be able to regain it once Shield recovers that combo.
Yeah, like I said, up until the ending, it's just about keeping consistent. The breaks here do really hurt.
Yeah, Neko Diaz here actually also missing there. And he missed later than Shield did. So if Shield does recover, and actually never mind, Zane also missing there. So that will save Russia the lead for now.
Yeah, I think Neko Diaz broke on the last jump section. Zane slipped up just on the wind down there. Advantage Russia. They take the lead back.
Oh yeah. The lead is really, it can go either way really quickly before you even know it. Then again, this section is fairly calm. Once again, players can build the combos before we hit the second chorus section, which is arguably the hardest one of the three. Although, never mind, I think the ending section is harder. Larger jumps. A Lumetri there. Very uncharacteristic miss. He may have just accidentally missnapped that one particular note.
Still even as it stands, though. Maybe a little bit of combo in favour of Taiwan, although the score difference is very low. Jump spike hit.
Oh, and that spike claims two Russian players, Red Pixel and Neko Diaz.
Only one FC now for Russia entering the stream section here. Here's where it starts getting really tough.
Yeah, 205 streams. Long stream, everyone holding through except for Alumetri who broke once again. But his teammates only Folong remains. And that's not gonna be good. Folong doing a heck of a job for his team, but he is not enough to fend off Riser plus Shinan Noriko by himself. These two Taiwanese monsters will just pinch him on the wall and kill him if his team is not there to help him.
I mean, with this bit of a slow bit coming up now, they're going to rack up a pretty sizable score lead once we hit the last jumps. And I think it's going to take a pretty big implosion to change the result of this one.
Yeah, the players have seen the scoreboard, they know what's going on. Taiwanese players will just have to hold combo and hope that they don't fail the map. But that's actually going to be all the full combos gone for Russian now, with Folong and Shinan Noriko missing there. Riser alone will carry that full combo onwards just a bit longer to make it really count.
Alright, here come the big jumps. Still 3 high combos on Taiwan. Just about ending it in style, really.
Oh, these zigzag jumps, what are these, please?
They're nuts, mate.
I can feel the PP imploding inside me, but that's not the kind of thing I want to feel on World Cups.
Why is the dude? Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
I think the damage is done. I think this is a very safe thing to go for. Taiwanese win on this map. Yep, nothing's gonna change here. Final slider, no fail potential. Yeah.
Riser putting in the work. Solid FC with some very good Act 2. Well in the 99%. Well done him. And well done Taiwan. Really good pick on that. Really well played across the board.
Very much so. Maybe Riser, after seeing that Hong Kong was able to farm PP off that in the early matches, and he wanted to do the same.
Yep. Got to get in on that. Hey, props to Fallen as well with a really nice combo for his team, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. The struggled a bit in the early stages, and well, Taiwan actually got that stream. All 4 of them hit that long stream, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, that alone got their combos above 1000. Zhang is the only one below 1000, but it's already 970 plus. And overall, Russia is just struggling with the consistency on this pick. Then again, it's jump map. It's a jump map. It's gonna be nerfs kicking in for sure. So I'm not gonna blame the Russian players. So they have to watch out for Taiwan's next pick because that's two picks being broken, 2 points being broken by the enemy side. Can anyone start taking their own picks?
I know, right? Yeah, at the moment they're struggling to win their own picks. Kind of a rarity, but not really. Arkanos is next. Hard Rock. Small circle mapping, CS 6.5, with plenty of fail potential we've seen.
Yeah. It's one of those maps we anticipated to fail. Actually, this one, if you notice, the mapper is Dada, who actually is not the actual mapper. Hololize was the original mapper, but we made a special difficulty, as you can see on the bottom right corner, for OWC, because we have to nerf the HP drain on this map. Otherwise, it's going to be too punishing for the players.
Yeah, it's originally HP 8 without any modifications, so HP 7. Sorry.
Yeah. That's HP 10 with Hard Rock, right?
Almost 9.8. It's basically 10. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you miss 1 or 2 notes, you tend to die. So yeah, a little bit less HP drain, but the mapping is exactly the same as the ranked map. On Hard Rock, fairly balanced. A few little burst streams, a few like little staticky jumps. You jump to like a stack, to another stack, and then some 1/3 little bursts in the first half too.
I like the Taiwanese players saying that Aiden's on the field. How can Russia even lose this? They really are praising the Russian players a lot. But Taiwanese fans don't think that I don't know what you are trying to do here. Kind of reverse jinx the Russian players. Let's see if Aiden will abide by your wishes.
Yeah. Reverse psychology, that's how it goes.
Psychology.
curse the other team. I think on skill sets, this should be quite close, but it's going to come down to how they do now. First break goes to Taiwan though, Flask.
Yeah, then again, the early section kind of doesn't really matter. We do see a harder section kicking in right now. This is going to claim Riser as well. So that actually means Russia will take the lead still. I was expecting maybe like a little flickering of scores, but yeah, we're going to go into, I guess, oh, more breaks coming in. Oh, Taiwanese players have missed. Wow.
Yeah, just 3 FCs, 2-0 in favour of Russia as we enter this next slow part. And that score lead is going to skyrocket in the blue side's favour.
Oh, the stream was handled perfectly by the players. But then again, the score lead has been expanded. It's a wide gap between the two teams now. Will there be a fail though? Like, we have seen fails coming in despite without the nerf on the HP drain.
Let's see.
A fail is the only thing that can save Taiwan now. Russia will just have to hold on and make sure you don't fail the end, and they don't.
Nope, no one fails it.
That
Not
makes
this
it
time.
2 apiece.
The streak continues of breakpoints. 1 FC, and it is the old workhorse Talala showing up strong for his team, as he has many times in the past.
Halala is so consistent of a monster on the picks that he is good at. Just very unrealistic to assume that he would break. And again, this map has also been featuring a lot of community tournaments throughout the years, so I don't think Talala is alien towards this map. Probably saw this in the map pool and be like, well, I know exactly what to do.
So it's this one again.
It's this one again. Same mode, same mode.
Yeah.
Map holders are even trying.
It's a good map.
Yeah.
I played it a lot as like a CS5 pick. That was a hard pick though.
You can throw a number of mods on there and make it a tournament pick.
Yeah.
Alright, so the question comes into once again, will Russia pick for their 3rd pick? This has been the constant breakpoints back and forth. I mean, the teams maybe might as well just pick the other team's maps, to be honest. Russia asked Taiwan what they should pick.
Do you want to point It's okay. You can have a point.
Yeah,
Right, I'll give you my point next. It's cool.
They're so polite towards each other. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, next pick will go to Russia.
I mean, Russian players are a fun bunch as well.
Still 2 DTs open. I still think True Theory of Inheritance would be a decent pick for Russia.
I agree. I think that's going to be something that Russia can gun for, given that they will have a double time edge over Taiwan for sure. The question is, however, are they ready to handle that really fast map? I mean, it's like what, 280 BPM?
273. It's quick. Yeah.
Close enough.
Well, guess what? They're going for the faster one.
Yeah. Why settle for a lesser evil, right?
Yeah. 273. God, it's child's play. How about 285 BPM? Yeah, that's more like it.
Do you think that's how? Let's go 100 million meters per second.
Whoa. But yeah, 3-mod pick is what Russia are going with next. Pretty speedy pick this. Lots of burst streams all the way throughout.
Time to change.
But speeds up at the end to 285.
Yeah, time to change the stream title to very speedy Taiwanese and Russian boys tapping at very high speeds.
Let's see who's coming in for this. See who's been warming up. You kind of need it.
Axiom has been stepping in.
Yep. Seeing Zane come in for this makes sense. He's been appearing for a lot of the double time picks Taiwan have been playing. The lineup for Russia does seem very sensible too. Red Pixel and Taladar, excellent DT players. Axiom coming in as well. So they should be handy with the speed. Taladar and Red Pixel, of course, very handy no-mod players. But I think we could see mods from one of those two. Maybe even a Hard Rock from one of those two would be realistic on this map, because this map does support a lot of mods fairly comfortably. Like Hard Rock and Hidden Hard Rock is possible for those with the skill set, but Hidden has been favoured so far.
Flask and Shield, the kind of jack of all trades for the Taiwanese side, they will be staying in. Zane is our new star player, and I think his style does lean towards the more streamy, the higher BPM section, so him being here will definitely help as well. I'm not quite sure about Dazzlewin. I haven't really seen his performance, but I think, if I remember correctly, he should be a well-rounded player to handle it well.
Yeah, Dazzlewin's been coming in for specific maps. I recall he did very well on hidden picks, but he's been in for quite a variety of maps for Taiwan. Very handy utility player for them.
Oh, so JFMRT actually is going to be stepping in there.
Oh, okay. An old name.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Taiwanese tradition to always carry something on from like the previous year. Although this year they are looking at the possibly the newest roster of all time. Like we no longer have Rocker. We have waved goodbye to HVIC for 2 years already. Even like the older names, like oh my god, like Doomsday. Remember one? Remember like
oh yeah, Yuan, yeah.
Yeah, Yuriko-sama. Remember like all the old players. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh god, Yuan. I remember him for sure. That's a really old name. He's like a score ranking name, and this PPV one, I think. And of course, the new team for Taiwan is already writing their own story. They've already got some hardcore names in the next generation.
Yeah, I think the older players were watching, they'd definitely be proud seeing the team's performance this year. And starting off Spice, we're going into the streamy sections already. This is not the fastest section yet. Reminder, we do spice up the things by going one step higher in the end, near the end. And noteworthy actually is that we have the players all playing on hidden for their mod picks, so nobody going in for Hard Rock, which is expected.
Yeah, I've seen like this map be very hidden favored. There we go. First fast section is done, and it's very close. Minor combo lead for Taiwan.
Blast does drop in the slow section, however, and that's going to give Russia a chance to expand the lead.
Yeah, those cut streams catching out Flask a couple times. This bit plays more like a sort of spaced stream map, this bit in between the speed. And it's catching a few players out. We're seeing another break from Taiwan. Zane dropping his FC. 3 FCs to 1, favour Russia.
Yeah, the beat don't stop. Now it's Russia's chance to expand the lead with a high BPM section coming in right now.
There we go. This is where they should be really good, but we see people breaking on any team when this bit appears.
Yeah, Red Pixel X Cube still holding on against Dazzle Win. I mean, those two are enough definitely to counteract Dazzle Win, Jeff and Marty, who just broke. And I think that's going to be a chance for Russia to just nail this one in. It's too much of a lead right now for them to actually fail out this. I mean, to lose out this one. Even if Red Pixel and X Cube both break right now, it's going to not be enough for Taiwan to come back.
Nope. I think we're about to see the first picked map being won by the team that picked it.
About time. About time.
Yep, it happened. Of course, it was the Speedy pick. Russia showing up on that. 2 FCs and some solid accuracies. Red Pixel, 3 100s. That's incredible.
Yeah, Dazzle Win definitely tried his hardest as well, keeping up with Russian players. You can tell that speed isn't really his game, but having that full combo on his side, he at least did his team justice by keeping them afloat.
Yeah, he was the one putting in the work there. Solid stuff there for him, but against 2 FCs, he needed a bit more than that, but he did his bit.
Yeah. Red Pixel, that accuracy, I mean, just look at that. That speaks so much volume about what kind of a playing team Russia is.
So there we go. Russia will take the lead here. Taiwan get the next pick. Trading blows, these two. There's not a lot between them in these early exchanges. Although the map picks they've been quite dominant. They're constantly trading points. So it's all evening out.
I mean, right now we do still have 2 low AR picks that Taiwan is fairly comfortable with going in. With Flask and Shio, they can throw in 2 others and make Russia the more uncomfortable team to play this roster to play this map. Namely Daisuke and Kanojo Ichiban Shoujo, the Kirby mix. Is that what just...
I have a distinct feeling if we do see the Kirby mix, I think it's going to be a pick that's late. I don't think either of these teams are going to want to play that.
That's fair. I think that's going to be something that the teams will try to leave to the very end until nothing's left, really. It's Kirby mix after all. Even if you're fine with AR8 reading, you still don't want to play it for the sake of your...
It's just really tough to be consistent on. Just the patterns in that are filthy.
Yeah.
It's not a safe pick by any stretch. And picking that late can actually be kind of scary because that's when the nerves can come in. If it's really late, like if it's extreme, like last 2 picks. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. The mixture of mods already been seen, though.
So what would we have left? Pericles, the Streamy No mod, Neko Samurai, the Gimmicky No mod, and Daisuke also Gimmicky. They're going for Rocket, the final hidden pick.
Yep, exhausting the hidden pool now. Both hiddens were picked by Taiwan.
Oh yeah, the Taiwanese players are not shy from hidden, that's for sure.
This one in comparison to that other hidden we saw earlier, this one is a bit more standard, although it's still quite techy. Lots of cut streams in this. There's a bit in the middle with lots of overlapping sliders that you can easily drop slider ends on if you're lazy with them. And near the end, lots of spaced doubles and quads on hidden. Easily the hardest part of this map, that ending. This one isn't quite as much of a wild card as that previous one was. I think this one may be a bit more comfortable for Taiwan. They've been pretty decent on hidden in the past.
Yeah. GFMRT stepping back in. Let's see what kind of match they'll give us. I think the players are ready and we're just about to get it started.
We're seeing Natori joining in. He's a hidden main for the Russian team. Or at least a very good hidden player, for sure. That's where I see him a lot when I watch him playing tournaments. Here comes the GLHFs. Here we go. Quite a short map, just under 2 minutes. The big combo is going to come in the first half of this. The second half is really quite tough. Comboing that is a huge boon to any team.
Can
Whether
you
have combo or not.
combo through? And actually, was that a miss from Axiu at the very beginning?
No.
Okay. Could be just a stream then.
Yeah, I think it might have just been like a... Yeah.
Lag this.
Wasn't a break.
Yep. Alright, stepping into this first section, Natori finds an early break, but that's going to be fine because his map is fairly long and his team is there to back him up. It'll be scary to think that will be the final decider. I don't think that's going to happen, but still, this is a very windy map and the style really just kicks into the next level on the sections that demands the players to miss.
Here come the sliders.
Doubles handled perfectly by everyone. And there's some misses from Riser and Noriko. Exact part.
That's rough from Riser. He was one of the FCs, and now we enter the slow part with advantage Russia. 3 FCs and a good little combo there from Oki Natori recovering well.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened, but I think Lumetri missed.
He did?
Yeah. Okay, well, we do have one more spicy section to go before we can really say the ending. The lead is about 200,000 points in favor of Russia. It's not anyone's, it's not their game yet, but still, they are in a very enjoyable driving season. Never mind, that's
I
true.
think it is now.
Yeah. With Flask and the GFMRT both missing there, that's gonna be it for Taiwan for this map. They had a fighting chance if they could hope for a Russia miss on here. As we do see, Natori does miss, but they are so far behind that they can't really mount up a struggle against this anymore.
Nah, that slow pot actually pretty much decided it, because there was 2 breaks from Taiwan with FCs there, and Russia managed to combo through that, get a score lead, and then by the time the next hard part hit, they just didn't have any combos to combat the Russians there.
Yeah, this is actually a better pick for Russia than it is for Taiwan. Look at the misses. That shows that consistency-wise, Russia has the better lead. Red Pixel only getting a unfortunate slider break, showing that he's got that Russian carry back on his back for sure.
You can always trust Red Pixel to perform. Solid stuff there from him, and yep, that's another break point. And no more hidden left for Taiwan. The picks have backfired on Taiwan, man.
Yeah, both times. And Russia now enjoying a 2-point lead in front of Taiwan. I would not be happy as a Taiwanese player. I would be thinking, how do I come back from this? I think if I want to take down the Russians, I will want to force them further into their uncomfortable zone.
Still plenty of time for a comeback though. Russia still need 3 points to take this, but for the first time, a team has a bit of daylight between the other, and Russia in a good spot now. They can try and abuse that by picking well.
Yeah, Taiwan is not out of the game yet, but they are missing out on quite a chunk of the score. 2 points going over to Russia back to back. That's going to be a blow to their morale. But still, this is going to be a chance for them to show what they're made of by not succumbing to the pressure. Russia's pick, and it's time for them to do what they were doing in the beginning of the match, and that is breaking their point.
Yeah, they ain't that far behind. I'm sure Taiwan got plenty of fire. Nowhere near a decided yet. Nowhere near. But the thing is, Russia are mulling over their pick. They're having a good think. And there it is. They are breaking out the speed. Although this isn't the Speedy of the DTs. It's still in the DT pool.
It is a stamina DT. Very long. ZTS songs are generally long and known for that length in O's, which makes them quite quite nice as tournament double time picks. They aren't particularly fast, but they are long and they can have some very tricky patterns in there, which is exactly what Mirage Coordinator is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. This map is all about the finger control at a good speed. There are plenty of streams that you gotta have some good stamina for, but there are lots of tricky stacks and just alternating style patterns you have to do. It takes a lot of finger control this and stamina to pull off properly. And of course, because it's quite a long map, it's over 3 minutes. It takes some consistency on this style too.
I'm gonna guess Zane will be stepping in for this one. He has been playing a lot of speedier and double time maps for Taiwan. Maybe Shield and Flask. That's gonna be the other two I'm gonna guess. For the Russian players, it's been decided that Talala, Aiden, NekoDS, and Red Pixel will be the vendors for this map.
Yeah, Red Pixel, Talala, of course they're going to be in for a DT pick. This is their feeding ground. This sort of map. It's also a Mirage map. It's a Russian mapper. Home turf.
Yeah, home court advantage if there is such a thing in host World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, Korea have the K-pop. Russia have the Mirage mapping. We do see Shield coming. As I said, yeah. He would be a good shout on a map like this for sure.
What if let's say Genghis Khan's Moscow makes into the OWC map pools? Whose home court advantage does it belong? Was it Germany's or is it Russia's?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Germany v Russia. I hope we see him pick it as a 1. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
that would be very sick. Please, if that does happen.
And there comes Dazzlewind. He's in.
Oh yeah, Dazzlewind stepping in here. So Zane is not actually in this one. Neither is Flask. JFMRT and Dazzlewind are for this one.
Yeah, GFMRT has been making quite an appearance in this one. He's been a mainstay in the last few rounds, but more or less a bit part player. He's been featuring a lot in this one though for Taiwan. More than previous. And yeah, I'm a bit surprised to see Zane not playing this, but they must trust the team on this one. I think that's a decent lineup for this map. For Taiwan right there.
Yeah.
That Russian lineup is looking very scary on paper for the likes of this. NekoDS comes in. NekoDS, I know more as a hard rock player, but he's handy with this sort of style too. And Aiden has been doing well all match.
So Taiwan wanting to mount a counter-attack on the Russian turf, and that is double time. Will Russia fold here, or will Russia press back at counter-attack and take their 5th point this match? Let's find out.
This is a relentless map. It doesn't really let up. There are a few little slow sections you can take a bit of a break on, but not much really. It's a relentless map for well over 3 minutes.
Yeah, the triples and doubles, back and forth switches in between, they are very brutal for players' finger control. And we do see a lot of players actually breaking their right before that stream. More Taiwanese players than Russians, however, and that's going to give the early lead to Russia.
2 FCs to 1 in favor of Russia here.
Yeah, but it's not the end of the game yet. This is a very long map. This song is basically 2 verses stacked on top of each other. So we can expect to see the same sort of mapping style coming back in the second half. But for now, the players are still only 1/4 of a map finished.
You can see on the accuracies, the stamina test and the finger control, it takes its toll on the accuracy.
Oh yeah, players are dropping accuracy left and right. We have the traditionally higher accuracy players now looking like they are struggling like 5 digits and 6 stages on this map.
Aiden though with the ack, but he did find an early break. He recovered himself well though.
The Russian players are more consistent for now. We're going into the second section soon, and that's going to be the same sort of patterns kicking in once again to see if the players are still ready for them. If they're too tired, if they're not ready, not paying close enough attention. But I think for now, it's going to be Russia's lead to keep. A slow section for now before we hit back that first section in the beginning. I love this instrumental part.
This artist is really good. ZTS and the 07th expansion as well.
Oh yeah. It's a staple for OWCs, and we see breaks coming from across the board here. Kalala, Dazzlewind, and Rise are all finding breaks in that section.
Shield still the only big combo for Taiwan, but the team.
Yeah, Neko DS on the other side, holding with Aiden. Aiden, the scary consistency monster, is here to claim the lives of the Taiwanese players. Stay strong, Taiwan. And Russia is incredibly looking better and better on this map.
Yeah, just the whole lineup on this sort of thing. They're one of the scariest teams, well, in the entire tournament. Taiwan, the Shield's doing his best, but the rest of his team is struggling.
Oh yeah, Red Pixel there also recovered from his earlier break. And it's a very early. Like, we have 3 1000 plus combos against 1 on Taiwan's side. This is turning from a match to a slaughter. This is very much in Russia's lead now. Well, Neko DS does find a miss, but that's not going to be much of an issue because Aiden and Red Pixel are still there.
Yeah.
Team support is huge here.
No FC, but not going to matter here.
I know, right? One more burst section in the end before we finish off. But yeah, this is definitely Russia's win for this pick.
Oh, Shield!
Oh, Shield!
Oh, there actually was a fail as well. Not that it mattered.
Yeah, that was very much a very convincing win for Russia. Wow, look at that.
Team performance, wow.
Yeah, Shield and Neko DS held on for their teams respectively, and it just turns out that Russia had more team support going in for Taiwan than for Taiwan. But speaking of support, do you know what's a very awesome way to support the players in this tournament? And that is buying a profile banner in the OS shop. That's on the OS website. You can, for $250, you can support your favorite team, let's say be it Taiwan or Russia, winning the OWC 2018, and you get a very cool thing displayed to show that you love your players on your profile page. If you win by predicting the right team to win this year, you will be able to keep your profile page a little longer, and that is an amazing investment, Doomsday, if I have to say so myself, because all proceeds will go towards the prize pool, and that is an amazing thing for the players. You will be supporting your players directly.
Yep, I mean, every time a profile banner is purchased, it's scientifically proven to improve your team's performance by 10%. Quote, unquote. But nah, it helps support the tournament and it gives the teams a larger prize pool to play for, so.
Yeah, and every time you buy a profile banner, Pepe will save a drowning puppy from the pond. Isn't that amazing?
Let that puppy live.
Do it for the puppy, guys. Do it for the puppy.
Well, looks like the next pick is in. Going for that hard rock. Another hard rock pick chosen by Taiwan here. K8 107.
Oh, this one is awesome. Both the song and the map. It is relentless throughout the way, like Mirage Coordinator and Yukio-e Yokocho. There are slow sections, but the burst sections make up for the slowness. We do have a slight fail potential at the end, however, so players will have to watch out for that. But for this map, it's basically just bursts of quintuplets into another burst, into another burst. That's basically all I can describe it as. Very, very burst heavy. So the players who just actually coming out from a stamina draining map, how will they perform on this? Well, is that Taiwan's plan? To drain Russia the stamina and then going in for the spicier bursts?
I think with this map, it's just it's the weird streams in this take a lot of finger control, and I think Taiwan have a lot of good players on this sort of map. I think this suits them quite well. I mean, Arcanos being more of a standard pick on small circles, this is more of a trickier one in terms of the control. Might favour them a bit better.
Edfan922 asks, what do bids do? Would they go to the prize pool or to Pepe? They go directly to fund the glorious OS jet. So if you want to see Pepe taking the skies and program OS in the House Scion background, do be sure to contribute to that.
Here we go, Russia with a commanding lead here, but Taiwan looking to stem the tide and avoid a match point.
Yeah, Russia's 2 points away from kicking Taiwan out of this tournament, and Taiwan is looking like they are making their last stand very soon. Here we go. Bursts and streams.
First break going to Russia. Red Pixel with the break there.
Oh, but Shield they're also breaking. But the first section barely only claiming one life apiece. Not too far out of the window for both teams yet. Slightly going for Russia. That's by accuracy alone, I think, for now.
Yeah, and they have a teeny bit of combo, which is now quite a bit of combo.
Yeah, because Riser just missed.
That's rough. This bit's relatively easier, but not that easy. Lots of changing BPMs and weird kick sliders.
Oh yeah, we do have a final first section before we end, but now that's Russia's pick to lose. They're very much in the driving seat.
It's 2 FCs to 2 now, though. Getting quite close.
Flask has dropped earlier, and Zing just now is also dropped, so nothing really saving Taiwan unless a fail at the end. I highly doubt it though. Nope.
No. The spinners are going to regen your health. Not a problem for that. And yep, a big win there for Russia. Match point for them. And they lock in 2 solid FC. Well, here, an FC and an almost FC from Fallen. We'll just pretend it's an FC. It's close enough.
Close. Big difference.
Yeah, basically. A huge point there. A huge break point. And now Russia have the next pick. It is all looking roses for them. Taiwan are looking down the abyss right now.
Yeah, they are making their last stand like I predicted, but not really in the form that it favors them much. If they want to claw back the match, they have to climb 5 points straight. 4 points just to get a tiebreaker. And then winning that tiebreaker against Russia.
They have plenty to leverage too. There's still a DT left if they want to go down that route, and it went so well on Mirage Coordinator. True Theory of Inheritance is quite a different map to that, but I still think it benefits Russia more than Taiwan.
Yeah, Russia right now showing that they do have a skill edge over Taiwan on many maps actually. But Russia is also running out of comfortable picks, I would say. They do so. I'm actually surprised they haven't gone for True Theory of Inheritance yet.
Perhaps they're saving it.
Well, if any time is now, because they are closing the match down, it's a match point for them.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, is there something that's barring the Russian players from picking that map? Maybe they're not as comfortable as we think they are.
It's a possibility. But like the way that DT went, it was such a Russia favored map.
Never mind, they're going for that.
Yeah,
Hold on, maybe having the streaming open in the background and heard us talking and like, are you doubting us, Ephrian? Is that what I'm sensing? Is there doubt in your tone of voice? I do not like that. Here,
is that a challenge?
It's a challenge, yes. I will satisfy your curiosity by picking this map that you have mentioned. All right.
Here we go then. So I mean, if they were going to struggle on this, we'll find out now. I mean, they have plenty of room to like try things out. They're not exactly in a massive amount of pressure here.
Not at all, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll soon see because they're breaking out the 273 BPM burst stream map. Old as well, awkward patterns in between those streams, and I think Russia are very well suited to deal with those with the players they have.
Dystopia Ground, probably more famously known in O's for Algoadis, but yeah, the song itself is also a banger. It's fairly forward actually for this pick.
The lineups are in pretty quick.
Well, I mean that's in relation to the other 2 double tap maps we have in the pool. which are Story and yeah.
Yeah, this
ZTS
one
songs.
is a bit of a black sheep.
You can't really compare ZTS songs with other conventional double time pick. They're just way too long.
Yeah, like they're in their own little sort of genre of double time maps. You have the speed, you have the aim, and then you have the ZTS. That's how it goes, mate.
Yeah, but you can see the style-wise, definitely very reminiscent of the 2011-2012 era. Very, very spaced and kind of like a flowy way of mapping this. Less of a jump back and forth, the zigzag 1-2 jumps we see much in 2016, but a lot of us like a flowy style of a map play.
Yeah, this is very linear, so yeah, very flowy in the aim, which can be tricky at this BPM. I've seen a lot of breaks in the early stages, adjusting to this style of map. It's not easy, but as it stands, the only FC left is Red Pixel, the one we expected to do so well on this.
Yeah, right behind him, however, XUB and Neko DS not to be taken light of. Actually, never mind, Neko DS dropping there, but Red Pixel alone is able to fend off Taiwan right now, with only Dazzlewind there to answer, and with a B accuracy. Look at that.
That AC compared to everyone else, the next highest, 95%.
That's 99.6% for Red Pixel. He is just having a cakewalk here. Like, I'm not sure how much vodka this guy down, but this is like, this guy's just on fire.
It's the Russian power.
Yeah.
Dazzlewind is really giving it a go, though. He has an almost FC, but the AC is not helping him. He's almost 300k behind Red Pixel there. Well, 250k rather behind. But he's still trying to keep his team in it. There's not a lot between them, but final chorus. Time's running out for Taiwan.
Yeah, this is the end. I think Russia won't be able to take this one back. Red Pixel there, oh my god, that stream was nailed perfectly.
Oh.
What is this man? What is this made of? Oh my god. And that does it. That's the 7th point Russia needs to close up this match and knock Taiwan out of the tournament. Well played, the Russian players.
Red Pixel, that's insane. 5100 FC on that. I think we saw Dust Ice do something similar, but that is a exemplary performance from what we've seen on that map. And that is a good way to end that match. Wow.
Like, holy, that was very impressive. Russia definitely knocking all doubts out of my mind. So yeah, and that's going to be it for this match, which Russia takes and proceeds to advance to next weekend in the losers bracket finals, where they'll play the loser between UK and Canada. Two another very strong teams. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. And for now, what's on the schedule? Let me just quickly pull up our schedule here to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think the next match ain't going to be until a couple hours.
Yeah, we have 2 hours to go before we go into Germany and Brazil.